Hey guys, this is Brian at Obedia, and today I'm going to show you how you can create an arpeggiator in Logic Pro. I'm using Logic Pro 9, but this should be essentially the same in Logic Pro 8. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Arpeggiators are really useful for being able to control software synthesizers which don't typically have an arpeggiator built into them, because some software synthesizers just very simply do not have built-in arpeggiators. So we can build our own in Logic, and it's real easy to do. I've got the New Tracks dialog open in a brand new project here in Logic, and I'm going to create two brand new software instrument tracks. I'm going to hit Create, and these new instrument tracks will be created for me. Now on my first instrument track, I'm going to go ahead and create a brand new software instrument. So I'll click on the I/O menu, scroll down, go to my AU Instruments, and let's go ahead and use Imposker today. This is one of my personal favorite software instruments. And I'll go ahead and select a patch to make use of. That should work pretty well. Okay, so now I have a patch all set, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the environment. Now that sounds a little scary, but it's really not as daunting as you might think. The environment's real easy to get into. You can click on the Window menu, scroll down, and select the option Environment, or you can click Command plus the 8 key on your keyboard. Either way, let's take a look in the environment. If it's not already selected when the environment opens up, click on the pull-down menu in the top left-hand corner and select the mixer. This will give you the mixer view in the environment. And now, click on the New menu. In the New menu, we're going to select Arpeggiator. This is going to create a brand new arpeggiator device. You can see it's shown up right here in my mixer in my environment. In each device inside of the environment, you'll notice a small arrow listed at the very top of each of these devices. What this is a virtual port to allow me to virtually cable devices together in the environment. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cable my arpeggiator to my virtual instrument track, which I've instantiated Imposker upon. So, to do that, I simply need to click on the arpeggiator on the top left-hand corner. I'm going to get a small icon that looks like a 1/4-inch cable. I'm going to drag that and virtually cable it up to the instrument track which I previously added Imposker on. So now you'll notice there's a small virtual cable coming out, and it's running into the mixer, into the track which Imposker is assigned to. Alright, so that's all I need to do. I told you it wouldn't be that scary, right? So there you go. Now we can go ahead and close up the environment or just minimize it. Now back in the Arrange window, we need to go ahead and take a look at our second instrument track which we've created. Now this instrument track does not have a virtual instrument assigned to it. Rather, this instrument track is going to be responsible for playing back our MIDI data which we're going to send into our virtual instrument. So I'm going to right-click on this instrument track, scroll down, and select the option Reassign Track. In the Reassign Track pop-out, you'll see the option for the mixer, and here you'll see an option for Arpeggiator. Click on that. Now you'll notice this track is now called Arpeggiator. This means that this track is going to act as my virtual arpeggiator for my instrument track, which I'm going to cable it out to. So I'm almost there. The only thing I need to do now is create some MIDI. So I'm going to go ahead and create an empty MIDI event, and I'm going to engage my loop region and set it to encompass just that one MIDI event. Going to double click on that, go into the piano roll, and let's go ahead and just create a quick chord, shall we? Alright, so there's a quick chord that we can make use of. Now, when I hit play and I send my MIDI out of this current arpeggiator track, I'm going to feed it into my arpeggiator, which you'll remember I cabled up to the Imposker track earlier in my environment. So remember, that's the very important part here, that I have cabled the arpeggiator into my Imposker track. So now that I've done that, let's go ahead and just hit play, and we should hear the arpeggiator coming in. So there you go. This current patch on the Imposker would normally not be arpeggiated, but in this case I'm adding an arpeggio to it by making use of my new virtual arpeggiator track. Now I can make changes to the arpeggiator in the track inspector in the top left-hand corner. Simply expand the section labeled Arpeggiator, And now you can make changes such as the direction of the arpeggiator. You can change the velocity and the key limit so that the arpeggiator only covers a certain key range. Most importantly, you can change the resolution. This is going to change how the arpeggio actually plays back. You can also change the length of those notes. So this will allow you to get very specific with your arpeggio creation. You can also set how many octaves this arpeggiator will cover. I like to set it to be 2 or 3 so that you get a nice range on your arpeggio. So let's go ahead and play this back and see what it sounds like now, and I'll show you that we are currently playing back in Imposter when we start our playback. And there you go. Now I have a quick and easy arpeggiator track which I can make use of. I can send this track's output to any virtual instrument tracks that I'm working with in my Logic session by simply cabling the arpeggiator into a brand new instrument track, or of course instantiating a new instrument on a currently existing software instrument track. Another great thing about this is that you can, if you record enable this arpeggiator track, send external MIDI data from an external keyboard or something of that like into this track and have a quick and easy arpeggiator that you can play live MIDI input into and send that output back into a virtual instrument in Logic and get some quick and easy arpeggios that you can work with to build foundations for tracks or create new effects and just about anything else that you can do with arpeggios. So I hope you guys found this useful. As always, please stay in touch with me. My email address is brian@obedia.com. Find me on Twitter at twitter.com/obediatutor, and of course on Facebook at facebook.com/obediatutor. Give us a call, find out how you can work one-on-one with us, and we'll help you to tame your technology, which is what we do best here at Obedia. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next tutorial. Take care.